So Manny Pacquiao has taken over Floyd Mayweather's old gym, and this is in the heart of Hollywood. It was a partially finished ring. He was showing future placements for the bags, and I guess that's a statement.
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Frank. I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid fairly. It messes with your mental health. We had to rely on a member that worked at Chick-fil-A that granted us some free Chick-fil-A cards, so we're all eating unhealthy meals to the point where we can't even go home and get some fresh fruit. We're not able to literally pay for our bills. The debt, it accumulated to the point where
the rivalry has suddenly come roaring back to life, because for nearly 20 years, the Mayweather Boxing Club in Las Vegas represented far more than just another place to train. It stood as a powerful symbol. More than a simple gym, it reflected everything Floyd Mayweather built throughout his legendary career and became one of the most recognizable landmarks in the sport of boxing.
I like to show people a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage just of my life. We opened up this location right here. It's going to be opening up real soon. LA County, Porter Ranch.
Now, one of his trainers, Collins Ezek, says fitness enthusiasts and those alike can go the distance in the ring, just like Mayweather, at the Champs Mayweather Boxing Fitness Gym located on Wilshire Boulevard.
Today, one of Floyd's longtime trainers, Collins Eubanks, says boxing fans and fitness enthusiasts alike can now experience training like Mayweather at the Champs Mayweather Boxing Fitness Gym located on Wilshire Boulevard. 4 years, the original Mayweather Boxing Club served as physical proof that Floyd truly lived up to everything he claimed to be. World champions sharpened their skills inside those walls. Celebrities traveled from around the world just to walk through its doors. Floyd's own name stretched proudly across the entrance in bold letters visible from the street. That gym represented his kingdom.
It's major news. Manny Pacquiao now has a home gym in LA. Pacquiao Prime.
Now, the very same gym, with Floyd's name still displayed across the front, has reportedly been purchased by the one-man Mayweather has spent the last decade trying to overshadow, Manny Pacquiao, his greatest rival and perhaps the fiercest opponent of his entire career.
I look up and I see this sign, and I caught up with one of the residents, a lady that lives nearby, and she told me this used to be Mayweather Fitness. Check it out, Manny Pacquiao wins the first round heading in to the arena.
The same fighter Floyd defeated in the richest boxing event ever staged, the man he spent years downplaying, criticizing, and refusing to acknowledge as his equal, has now purchased Floyd's gym. Pacquiao walked in, completed the deal, signed the paperwork, and there was absolutely nothing Floyd could do to prevent it. Not a single thing.
Self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT, because he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who undefeated, retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8th division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades.
Yeah. To truly understand why this situation cuts so deeply for Floyd, you have to recognize what that gym represented beyond its financial value. The Mayweather Boxing Club was never simply another business investment. It represented his identity. It symbolized his legacy. Growing up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Floyd watched his mother work tirelessly while seeing his father struggle, and boxing appeared to be the only clear path toward a better future. During those difficult years, he made himself a promise that he would do more than simply become successful. He would create something lasting, something carrying his own name, something permanent. That gym became the fulfillment of that lifelong promise.
So as you guys can see right now, there's no equipment right now, but soon it's going to be filled up with equipment and a lot of people. Come check it out, LA County, Porter Ranch, in the Valley, California.
Professional fighters from every corner of the world traveled to Las Vegas with one goal in mind: to train inside the Mayweather Boxing Club. It became the destination, the mecca for elite boxing preparation. Floyd himself spent 5, 6, sometimes 7 hours every day working inside that building. He poured sweat onto those canvases and prepared for every major fight of his legendary career within those walls. The gym was never just another business listed among his assets. It stood as the physical reflection of everything Floyd Mayweather had built throughout his life. And today, that property belongs to Manny Pacquiao.
One thing about me, I ain't got to do nothing for the rest of my life. I don't got to do it. I can sit at home, right? I can sit at home every week.
Usually got more in them.
Call that shit shape.
It's like days.
Across an incredible 21-year professional boxing career, Floyd Mayweather reportedly earned an estimated $1.2 billion. Not millions, but billions. His historic 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao alone generated more than $410 million in pay-per-view revenue, with Floyd personally taking home roughly $250 million from that single event. One night produced an astonishing $250 million payday. Then, in 2017, his crossover bout against Conor McGregor reportedly added another $300 million to his career earnings. Forbes repeatedly recognized him as the highest-paid athlete in the world, placing him ahead of global soccer stars, NBA superstars, tennis legends, and virtually every other athlete on the planet.
Hey. This is how the champ does it. Yo, straight off the press conference where we're here at Neiman Marcus, this is how you do it, huh? Always.
Well, right now, I'm here because I got to get my grandson something. You know, got to spend a bit.
You've been doing it like this ever since I've known you.
And you know it.
It don't stop. Look at that. Something. What I mean, grandson's super blessed. What are you getting him? Little piece or
Whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. Look at that. This is. I'm looking at $1 million right here.
There ain't no million. That's probably like half.
Half. Yeah.
Half.
It's definitely up there.
520.
It's definitely up there. You got your protection right here.
A little while.
That's what's up.
All right,
cool. Lucky grand.
He wasn't simply wealthy. He possessed a level of wealth that was historic, almost unimaginable. It was the kind of fortune most people would expect to last through several generations. Yet somehow, in 2026, his gym, arguably his most treasured and deeply personal possession, has reportedly ended up in the hands of the one man he never wanted to see come out on top. It wasn't because the economy collapsed, and it wasn't because boxing suddenly stopped generating money. According to the story, it happened because Floyd Mayweather spent that fortune, nearly all of it, or at least enough that the difference no longer mattered.
Options, options, options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, 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 Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach.
So where did all that money go? Because fortunes totaling $1.2 billion do not simply disappear without explanation. There has to be a story behind it, and Floyd's situation has been described as one of the most dramatic examples of financial decline ever associated with a professional sports superstar. One report estimated that maintaining his lifestyle required spending more than $50 million every single year. That's an astonishing $50 million annually. He reportedly maintained a massive entourage on permanent payroll, including dozens of employees, security personnel, assistants, trainers, and loyal supporters who, according to the narrative, never once told him no.
There is going broke based on his spending. And I remember we had Nicholas Irving on the show, and I guess he did some bodyguard work for Mayweather, and he said he's seen Mayweather spend like $500,000, $1 million a day, sometimes.
On what though?
Flying private everywhere, going on massive shopping sprees, having girls all over the place that he's supporting, like having multiple mansions.
God damn.
Yo, man. Mayweather, have you ever seen Mayweather fly a commercial ever in life? Have you ever seen Mayweather at an airport? I have not. I've seen his security at on a plane with me.
Owned luxury properties across Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, Miami, and New York all at the same time. He became famous for walking into casinos carrying bags filled with cash and wagering millions in a single visit. He also maintained ownership of multiple private jets simultaneously. The watches on his wrist often carried price tags higher than the value of many people's homes. But once the massive fight paydays slowed down, once there was no Conor McGregor event or blockbuster purse keeping the money flowing, those yearly expenses of roughly $50 million had no reliable source left to support them. Even a fortune of $1.2 billion cannot survive if $1.3 billion eventually goes out. In the end, the numbers always tell the truth, and Floyd Mayweather reportedly learned that lesson the hard way.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
Signs of financial trouble had reportedly been building long before the situation involving the gym became public knowledge. Early in 2026, the Internal Revenue Service reportedly placed a $7.3 million federal tax lien against Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas over unpaid taxes connected to 2018 and 2023. Within an 18-month period, 2 of his commercial real estate properties reportedly entered foreclosure proceedings. His Las Vegas club also reportedly came close to being seized because of an unpaid property tax bill totaling approximately $52,000. The same man who reportedly earned $250 million in a single night was also said to have secured a $54 million loan from a billionaire financier carrying a 9% interest rate. As collateral, he reportedly pledged 14 residential properties, his Las Vegas club, and even his private jet. Everything was reportedly cross-collateralized, meaning one missed payment could potentially trigger a chain reaction affecting his entire portfolio of assets. It would take only a single domino to begin the collapse. Once the gym reportedly stopped generating enough revenue to cover its operating costs and expenses continued increasing while income slowed, that first domino allegedly began to fall.
$0.3 million in taxes, Floyd Mayweather under investigation again for tax fraud. When I hear that, all I can think about is, here comes the next stunt. Who's he going to fight next? Who's going to be the star that he picks out that he can do a pay-per-view with, that he can get in the Netflix show with? Because one thing Floyd Mayweather knows how to do is put on a show. And he has been in tax issues. Let's say this man has had tax issues for his entire career. But one thing you got to give him is he's always been able to.
This is the part of the story that many believe makes the situation especially painful for Floyd. While reports suggested Mayweather was dealing with tax liens, loan obligations, and IRS deadlines, Pacquiao reportedly followed a very different path. He returned to the Philippines, remained relevant in the public eye, continued expanding his business interests, strengthened his brand throughout Southeast Asia, and consistently kept his name in the spotlight. His charitable work, political involvement, and ongoing connection to boxing all helped maintain a stable public image and financial foundation. Then, according to the story, word spread that the Mayweather Boxing Club was experiencing financial difficulties. As conversations surrounding Floyd's situation intensified, Pacquiao reportedly recognized an opportunity and acted without hesitation. He moved to acquire the gym, the very building carrying Floyd's name above its entrance, the same place Floyd devoted years of his life to creating. In that moment, many believe the entire balance of power within their legendary rivalry shifted dramatically.
Prime boxing limitless. What people know, everyone knows in LA, this is the major intersection of Hollywood and Highland. This was the Mayweather Fitness. So Manny's fighting Floyd Mayweather in September 19th at Sphere in Vegas. It's on Netflix. It's going to be a massive, massive event. And nobody's here. The gym is not open yet, obviously, but it's a big thing to put up the sign, I see. And perhaps this is Manny Pacquiao's home in Los Angeles now. The Pacquiao Prime Boxing.
Take a moment and think about the symbolism behind that sequence of events. Back in May 2015, Floyd Mayweather stood victorious after defeating Manny Pacquiao in the richest boxing event ever staged, making sure the entire world knew exactly who had won and who had fallen short. Fast forward 11 years, and according to the story, Manny Pacquiao now owns Floyd Mayweather's gym. Not because he defeated Floyd in a rematch. Not because a different group of judges changed history. According to the narrative, It happened because Floyd reportedly ran out of financial options. Once money disappears, choices begin disappearing as well. And when those choices are gone, even the things you spent your entire life building, even the places carrying your own name, can eventually become someone else's property. In this case, that someone is Manny Pacquiao.
It's the money man. I'm back like I ain't never left. Right now I'm in Las Vegas with my man Nick. I'm at his place, Vegas Auto Gallery, as you guys can see. This is one of my new toys. I like to call this Miami Dolphin or Tiffany Blue, whatever you want to call it. Let's go down here and check out another new toy I just purchased. And whenever you're in the Vegas area, come check them out. So this toy right here, Toys R Us. I like to call this the Italian Stallion. Kind of remind me of Rocky Balboa. One more toy. Porsche.
Floyd, however, was never expected to remain silent about the situation. Throughout his career, he has consistently responded to moments of criticism with confidence and public defiance. When reports surrounding the gym sale began circulating and social media erupted with discussion, Floyd quickly responded online. His reaction reflected exactly what many expected: denial, deflection, and plenty of confidence. He spoke about still owning more real estate than most people could imagine and insisted that Pacquiao purchasing the gym changed absolutely nothing regarding who deserves to be called the greatest of all time. Yet the reported gym transaction remains part of the public record. Social media posts can shape opinions, but they cannot erase official documents. The story spread quickly, journalists continued examining the reports, and many observers felt the public was becoming increasingly skeptical of the image Floyd had spent years creating.
Floyd left a message on one of my videos. I did a video saying the fight is happening, and Floyd said a message that's not true. There's still a lot of work to be done.
He had no way to get out of the fight.
So he asked to fight.
Yes,
Is it going to be an exhibition or is it going to be a sanctioned match?
No, sanctioned match.
Awesome.
Perhaps the harshest part of this entire story is just how dramatic the reversal appears when viewed over time. In 2015, Floyd Mayweather stood at the very top of boxing. He entered the Pacquiao fight with a perfect 49-0 record and walked away with what was then the biggest single-night payday in boxing history sitting in his account. Pacquiao had suffered the defeat. Floyd had claimed the victory. The hierarchy appeared settled, and he left with the money, the undefeated record, and every bragging right imaginable. According to this narrative, what unfolded during the following 11 years was not simply a lesson about boxing. Instead, it became a story of financial decline. First came cash flow problems, then issues involving real estate, followed by IRS disputes, the reported $54 million loan, and finally the gym, the one possession many believed Floyd would never willingly part with. Now, according to the reports, it is gone, and the individual holding ownership is the very rival Floyd spent years portraying as second best.
We've got. I don't know. But I mean, I'm glad that I'm able to just still be able to entertain for the people, and you still get a chance to see just a glimpse of me.
Yeah, is it exciting to be like, this is your life for so long with Floyd fighting this guy, fighting Manny, fighting Conor, and all those, you were just at the center of all these talks for so many years. Is it exciting to be back there again and everyone talking about you and Mike and all of that stuff?
This title, Legend versus Legend. So, I mean, that speaks for itself.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we just don't know. But as of right now, everything is going great. I feel good. Working hard each and every day.
That is why many see this as something much bigger than a financial headline, a boxing story, or even another chapter in one of the sport's greatest rivalries. According to this version of events, it has become a story about what can happen when someone builds an entire identity around wealth and success. Reports claim the IRS holds a $7.3 million lien connected to Floyd's name. Foreclosure proceedings have reportedly affected some of his properties. The Mayweather Boxing Club is now said to belong to Manny Pacquiao, while Floyd is reportedly exploring comeback fights as he approaches 49 years of age. According to the narrative, those potential returns are driven not by a renewed passion for competition or a desire to chase greatness once again, but because financial obligations continue demanding attention and boxing remains the one thing audiences are still willing to pay to watch him do. Floyd, money, Mayweather spent decades building an empire around his own name, convincing both the public and perhaps even himself that the fortune would always remain. Now, according to these reports, the same rival he spent years defeating has walked through the doors Floyd built while holding the deed to the property. And the man who once called himself untouchable is left watching from the outside as the story takes an unexpected turn.